How we doing? Are we?
Good. Keep coming. Keep coming. Straighten it out. Straighten it out. Straighten it out. The ass into your side.
There you go. Come straight back. I like everybody's watching you.
So now that we're backed into our site, we're going to show you how we set up.
Yeah, we're going to show you how we set up, and we're going to show common mistakes made.
Because we've made them. So let's roll that intro and let's get started. So in the process of arguing to back this thing up, it's my job to tell him what to do. He doesn't always listen to me, but I try to get him into the position that he's supposed to be in. I make sure that the slides can come out, that there's nothing blocking the slides, no trees, no shrubs, no faucets, anything that will block our slide coming all the way out. I make sure that the trailer is positioned in the right area so our hose will connect to the faucet, our sewer hose will connect, and our electrical. We've been in some campgrounds where the electrical was on the other side of the trailer, so we kind of had to move the trailer over a little bit and run the cord, the hose through underneath the trailer. So just make sure you know where everything's at before you unhook.
Also, another common mistake made is not chalking your wheels before you unhook from your truck. We prefer these nice rubber chunky chocks from Amazon, of course, and they work really great. Alright, next we put these blocks down that I made at home because I'm kind of cheap, and I think they work great. So that's what we use, and we have a hydraulic pole leveling system on our RV. A lot of rigs have just stabilization jacks, so don't be confused between hydraulic leveling system and stabilization jacks. Stabilization jacks are just designed to stabilize your RV.
Now that we've unhooked the truck, I get the special privilege of leveling this bad boy, and there's only one thing I need to do: hit that auto level.
So what's next is water supply. First of all, we do use a flexible expandable hose. It's not a 0G, but it is something very similar that we got off of Amazon, and we've been using it for about a year, and it's been a great hose so far. And I think the reason it lasts so long is because we hook up the water regulator at the spigot. So it keeps the pressure off the hose and just makes it last longer. So this is how we hook up our water. We always put the regulator right at the spigot.
Wait. Did you sanitize first?
Oh, I didn't sanitize it. Oh, I'm in trouble.
So we always sanitize the spigot first because you never know what people do with the spigot before you got here.
And we always run the water. Another mistake. Now that you have your spigot properly sanitized, your regulator hooked up, your water filtration system, and your hose, I normally set the water pressure about 55 psi. And like I said, the reason we do it right here at the spigot is to reduce all that pressure through the hose and through the complete system, just to reduce any chance of leaks outside the rig too. All right, I know everybody in your family's in a hurry to get power in the RV, but you need to take your time and make sure everything is right, or damage can occur. It wasn't long ago we ran into some people in an RV park that had a story about some arcing that was going on inside their post, and they did not have a surge protector, and took out their air conditioner and the refrigerator. So a couple $1,000s worth of damage, and I highly recommend a surge protector. We use the Power Watchdog, and it has Bluetooth connectivity, so I can set alerts for power surges, and I also can monitor our power use. So before you hook up, first thing you want to do is make sure your circuit breakers are turned off. So confirm they're turned off. Go ahead and plug it in. Okay, and at this point we are not hooked to the trailer. We're just hooked to the cord. We're going to turn it on. We're going to verify that all the lights are green. We're going to turn it back off. Hook up to the trailer. Also, RVers make the mistake of not having the correct adapters for their situation. Lots of RV parks have different situations, 30 amp, 50 amp, and even once in a while you run into just plugging into the regular 110. So make sure you got a 50 to a 30 if you're a 50 amp RV, and then 30 down to a 110. At this point, when you get down to the 110, you're going to want to make sure you use a nice heavy-duty extension cord. Once you know you got a good power supply at your power outlet post, you flip the power back off, and then you come over and hook up your trailer. Now, a couple things. We have a 30-foot cord. It's a 50 amp. We get a little extra out of it because of the Power Watchdog. There's a couple, 2 or 3 feet there, and we got another foot and a half on this 90 degree that I think is a must. You see a lot of these plugged straight in to the side of the trailer, and you see the wiring bent over like this, and I know for a fact that it's given a lot of problems to people. The wiring breaks, or the insulation starts to crack, gives you problems. So I think this 90 degree coming out of the side of your RV is a must. Don't make that mistake, especially if you're a full-timer. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. First thing you need to realize is many RV parks are going to challenge you to get hooked up. They're not all the same. And here are some of the accessories you may need to get hooked up. Alright, one of the things I'm going to show you right here is what I call a poop pipe extender. You find that you need these quite often in the older RV parks. So the sewer will be down underneath the ground, and you won't be able to get your 90 degree screwed in here. And it makes it very difficult because the ground level is up against the 90. So what you got here is you got an extender. It goes like that. And like that. So not needed today, so we're not going to be using that today, but just thought it'd be really handy to show you. Another RV mistake is not having a Volterra valve right here at your RV sewer hose connection. Because you know what happens when you pull the cap off. You got that little bit of drizzle that you don't want to deal with. Another RV mistake is traveling without enough RV sewer hose. We travel with about 4 sections, 10 foot each, so we got about 40 feet of sewer hose. Another thing you need to travel with is a sewer hose support. Many RV parks don't allow you to run your sewer hose unless you have a support on it. Let me get the steps for you.
Now that Jeff has got everything hooked up, I can open up the slides. But before I do that, I always make sure that there's no drawers or cabinets have come open or anything has fallen that can get stuck in between our slides. So I always do a little quick little check just to make sure that there is nothing. We have a slide through here, so I always open the bathroom door to make sure nothing's been caught. And Jeff always goes on the other side of the rig, and why I open those two slides, the kitchen and the bedroom slide, to make sure that we're not going to hit anything.
All right, baby, go ahead. I always stand back here, make sure we are clear. In this case, it's pretty obvious we're clear. The only thing we really have to worry about maybe is the water spigot.
Now that we've got the slides out safely, it's time to transfer everything from our propane to electric because we have 50 amps here. So I turn the water heater on, electric, and then I come over here to the fridge and I change that to electric, and we're all ready to go.
Now that you're all set up, your awnings out, your slides are out, you got power, you got water, you're all hooked up, let's say. Time to hit those rules and regulations because there's lots of them and you want to know what's going on.
Oh yeah, because we are in tight quarters in RV parks, and you want to make sure that you don't irritate your neighbor or your neighbor irritates you or anything like that. So, plus, if you guys have made any other common mistakes setting up that we didn't cover, please let us know because we would love to help other people.
Yeah, we really want to share those with everybody,
Yeah.
So everybody doesn't keep making mistakes.
Because we make them all the time.
Yeah.
Still. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.